cat did like the Wilhelm scream instead of meowed.
I imagine I'm going where the sun in Rick and Morty, where the sun just screams the whole time.
Yeah.
That's the sound I hear.
Like imagine if cats did that instead of meowing. Okay, I'm gonna actually start now.
We can start meow.
Is my mic right?
Yeah, that took me too long to get.
I didn't get it at all, so I'm glad you did.
That took me way too long to start me.
Instead of now, I said meow.
Cute.
Because I'm clever. It's the original.
And haven't seen Super Troopers.
Definitely not.
We good? We Gucci?
Yep.
Is that where we're supposed to be?
That's better than
Looks
it was.
good. Tastes like nothing on earth. So smooth. I'm singing songs.
Can
here.
we get, for real though, can we get King Vitamins so you guys can try it?
Actually, you can't. It was a lie. The online store I tried to find it in said it didn't exist.
What about eBay?
eBay, probably for like $50
Definitely
a box.
Not
It's
trying to
Captain
get poisoned.
Crunch. It is Captain Crunch. It looks exactly like it.
It tastes different from Captain Crunch.
It's less sugar Captain Crunch.
It is less sugar, but it has another flavor. I can't describe it to you.
Vitamin. Chalk.
Old man balls.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit. I know. I don't know what old man balls taste like. But
You do now because you have Captain Vitamin, King Vitamin.
Well, that brings up the fact that you know what old
Yes.
man balls taste like.
I'm a pro old man ball taster. Okay.
No. King Vitamin has like a weird.
I
It's
can
not
imagine what it
sour.
tastes like for some reason.
Can you describe it?
Old man
Old man.
balls.
60-year-old man, to be precise. That's where it
Came back
flavor
from tennis
comes in.
lessons.
Yeah.
Put baby powder on them so he doesn't
Ew.
chafe.
Oh my. One time, my sister.
What? I thought
Are we
it was a
starting?
She was
Have we
playing.
started?
Oh, I think we've already started. We'll have to do a proper intro. My sister was playing tennis, and her toenails were. She would hate that I'm saying this. Her toenails were too long, and she went to like go run up to get the ball. Her big toenails popped, like off.
I used to be really good at tennis.
Really?
Like my teachers were trying to get me to join leagues.
Oh wow.
I played one half semester of tennis in high school.
Oh.
Because it was like a PE class, and I didn't know what to pick, and that was like the only thing open where I would get the other class that I wanted. And then halfway through the semester when I was skating, I fractured my foot.
Oh.
And so I had to drop it, and they're like, it doesn't count for your class. Like,
That's
okay, whatever.
stupid.
And so I had to be a TA instead, or got to be a TA.
I
Where all
would.
I did was sit in the corner and grade papers.
I would have chosen that 100
Like a
times.
dork. Yeah.
I enjoyed tennis because it was like an athlete. Well, athlete, it was athletic. It was actually like, it was outside, and like, it was like 11 o'clock, so it was like great timing. And this is in California too,
yeah,
so it's
I'm
like perfect
imagining.
weather.
That's how I imagine all California weather is all the time. I lived in
Close.
California, but I was little, so I don't remember much of the weather.
Close.
Never been to the West Coast. This is as west as I've been.
No.
Sound like a smoking fox.
You're gonna guide any knights
Yeah.
to
To jerk off? No. They can only be. I'm going away from that. Never mind.
I have transferred successfully my weirdness to other people. I don't have to be the one anymore. That's weird.
there can not only be one.
All right.
Welcome to Popcorn Talks.
Jinx. Give me $50 now.
Whoa! Can I double jinx to where now it's like reverse, but like draw 2?
This isn't
So
Uno.
now,
Yeah.
so now you owe me 100.
I'm gonna give you the draw 14 card. Is that Uno?
Draw 4?
Draw 4.
Draw
Yeah,
4.
4.
Well, remember Uno Blitz? Did you ever play that?
No,
Well,
I have Uno.
Well, explain it.
so Uno is like this game. It had like this like card machine,
Oh
and
yeah.
it shot the cards
Oh, I
out.
remember that.
And so like when it's your turn, you turn to yours, and like when you had to draw, you had to hit the button instead.
Yeah.
Sometimes it would shoot 1, sometimes it would shoot fucking 30.
Yeah, I remember that.
Let's play
It was
Uno.
so
I
much
got
fun.
it.
Yeah, I'll play that instead of
Just
popcorn
one-
talk.
Yeah, let's play Uno.
Reverse. Skip.
Let's get in a big fight.
That's not Monopoly. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uno happened to you. Never mind. We've discussed my family enough. We don't need to get into how competitive we are.
So Are we started? Have we?
We've started. This
Okay.
is popcorn talks.
Like twice or 3 times now?
Well,
This is the official start.
Twice.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk.
Michael, you said you had 2 new shows that you watched.
I do. I've been watching Titans, which is the thing I wish we would have been talking about instead of goddamn Marvel, but it's DC, so I guess it's not good enough for it, but whatever.
Except Suicide Squad. We talked about that's DC.
I'll go to
And
hell.
we did a bonus episode on Suicide Squad. That's DC.
Whatever.
that's true. That's
Anyway, the
Patreon exclusive.
Titans is a show on HBO Max that is so good. It doesn't deserve to be this good because it was one of those like UPN. What are the channels now?
Wasn't it like CW?
CW, yeah. And it was good on there. Then not UPN, HBO Max.
A little different.
They bought, they took over the show, and this season was done by HBO Max, and it's like, it's still really good, but it's next level
Was
good.
it actually like HBO, like
Yeah,
rating
actual quality.
kind of stuff?
The fight scenes are so awesome, and like they have like the best cast, and it's like not superhero-y. It's actually like fucking awesome. Like some of the episodes have no right to be on a superhero show because they're so good. Like one episode is like a woman meets a guy who they both experienced this traumatic incident. Like a bus came and killed all these people, and it was all their families, and they're in like the survivor group, and they talk to each other, and the girl discovers that the guy's was molested by his football coach
Oh no.
as a child, and he's like really angry about it. So the girl goes to kill the football coach, and they kill him together, and they fall in love because they have this
Which
bonding
villains
moment.
do they turn out to be?
They're not villains; they're the heroes.
Oh.
They're Dove and Hawk and Dove. They're the characters, and that's why it's so good. It's dark. It's rated R.
Mhm.
Everyone's like, "Fuck you, you piece of shit." They're killing each other, and it is the second best superhero show. The
It's
first
fun-
one is Doom Patrol, but
It's funny that you brought that up because my brother texted me yesterday
uh-huh.
if I've seen Titans, if
Oh.
it's worth watching. I was like, I don't know, I haven't seen it.
it's worth it for sure if you got the time to
I might,
invest.
I don't know, because I got a lot of shows that I watch. So maybe because I saw like the thumbnail for it
Mhm.
on HBO, I was like, oh, looks pretty interesting.
If you want to pull a Michael and jump around,
Yeah, maybe I'll just start randomly.
By the way, I posted that on my story, and I got several people who were like, guilty. I do that. And I'm like, you're crazy. But then I got another people who were like, who would do that? And I said, I don't know.
What was the
crazy
ratio?
people.
Oh no, what'd you say? You said barbarian.
Barbarians. Yes. I wanted to say heathens.
oh, speaking of barbarians and heathens, I've been watching the show Vikings.
Oh.
Yeah, I finished it
Uh,
a few months ago.
but real quick, jump back to the Titans. If you watch one episode, watch Hank and Dove. Titled episode Hank and Dove. Watch that episode. It's so good.
somewhere in the middle.
Yep, it's in the middle.
It's not
But,
S1.
but is
E1.
each episode its own story?
Okay. It's
I'm
linear.
not
We're
letting it
going
die.
back to this.
It's linear, but they are their own stories inside the story. It's slow. It gives a
It's like
huge
Dragon
story.
Ball Z.
No, it gives a huge story about
would
each
not sell me.
character. It'll be like a story. It's an episode about a character basically, but it slowly
In
progresses.
the
It's like
overall picture.
yeah, it's like it'll go like an episode about characters, then it'll go into the next episode
Okay,
that
sure.
moves the story along.
Okay, sure.
So it's one of those.
So the Dove and what's his name
Hank
are
and
their
Dove.
own. It's not one of the story moving episodes.
To understand what you're asking is like to understand episode 3, do you need to see episode 2?
No,
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I'm saying.
sometimes.
Yes and no.
All
Yes
right,
and no.
well, I'll just watch
it's
the whole
it's
thing.
the whole series.
Yeah, I'm saying if you only want to give it one episode, that's the episode to really get the vibe of what the whole show's about.
I think I'm gonna do a season 2 finale.
It's season 2, like episode 4.
I'm gonna do season 2 season finale.
But also, if another episode is Hank and Dove was Hank's original brother who got killed in the bus accident. So the girl takes over his brother's
name.
role as Dove. So it's
Oh,
Hank and
okay.
Dove. So it's this
Oh.
beautiful story with those characters. But
That's
Did you
cute.
learn that in that episode?
no, it's before. It's episode 2. But
so
you learn it.
So in order for episode 4 to matter
No, no.
emotionally, you need to know that
It
his
matter-
brother's name was Dove.
It matters more. It like adds that extra pizzazz of
No,
greatness.
that's what sells it.
But-
If you hadn't known that his brother was named Dove, you wouldn't have nearly the same
right. But you
reaction.
can still do it anyway.
Vikings.
But it
The
wouldn't be as good.
character Robin, Jason Todd,
Mhm.
is his name Jason Todd, looks like my brother when he was a kid, and it freaks me out watching it the whole
Whoa.
time. Like, is that Ronnie? What the hell are you doing on the screen? You piece of shit! Get back to your shitty life. No,
Jesus.
I'm joking. But it's got Robin. If you care about like you need big stars, it's got Robin, Deathstroke, Batman's in it.
Does it have
Joker.
Bloodshot?
Bloodshot, no, Bloodsport, no, he's not in it. He might be in it though. It's a Teen Titans. If you ever watched that cartoon, that's what it's based on. But anyway, Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm on episode like 5.
Which one did you start on?
Season 1. I started from the beginning on this one.
Okay.
Just
Season 1, episode 5.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. It's really fucking good. Like, genius casting. Like the main character, they're still Vikings because they're bastards, but he's lovable bastard. And the woman, his wife, is like my favorite character because she looks so awesome when she's like in warrior mode. Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, it's 6 seasons, like 6A, 6B. Jesus Christ.
I'm dying over here.
Apparently, Smoky Fox. That sounded like a compliment.
Woo! You look like a smoky fox.
Yeah, it'll be super interesting. I think it's like season 4 is like a pivotal season too.
Oh, really? I thought they were gonna kill him in like one of the episodes.
I'm so excited to go on this journey with you now. Since I've seen every episode. I already watched through it all. It'll be interesting. Just know that it jumps time.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good I can tell it's like a show that has commercials. What do you call those? Network shows?
Yeah, well, it's History Channel.
Yeah, it's a really, really surprisingly good. I thought it was gonna be a suck ass History Channel show, but it ain't. It's good.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
You say
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I don't think I've finished it, but it's been a long time since I've seen it.
I didn't watch it because it was a History Channel show.
That's super good.
And I was so bored. I'm like, I guess I'll watch this fucking show. And
It's good,
yeah, it's good.
It kind of slows down like later in the seasons.
Mm-hmm. But I'm fine with
I'm
that.
trying to like.
Without giving it away.
Yeah, without giving stuff away, but like it's actual like based on real story. Well, stories
Mhm.
and like myths and all that.
Oh, see, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I thought they were just.
Yeah, like, the whole story is I'm sorry for cutting you off. Is I'm trying to scratch my back. Is Ragnar is the Sons of Ragnar is what it's based off of.
Oh.
I just didn't know it was like off of specific lore. I thought they were just kind of pulling from general lore.
A little bit of both. So like Bjorn Ironside was an actual person.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody you meet later is King Harold. He's an actual person. Most of the people in it are real people. Lagertha is based off like shield maidens in general.
Oh, she's awesome. That's my favorite character.
Ragnar is the mythological person Ragnar.
That's such a cool fucking name. Can you imagine your name was fucking Ragnar?
Right.
No one would fuck with you ever.
Rollo was a real person, but didn't match up with when Ragnar was alive. It's like a 150-year difference or something
I don't trust Rollo. I'm suspicious of him.
Episode 5, you're already suspicious. Just wait.
I think I'm on 5.
Just wait.
I'm at the episode where they kill the Earl Earl, whatever the fuck his name is.
Where Ragnar and the Earl fight?
Yeah, and they kill him. And the episode where they had the funeral, that's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
And Rollo, I'm not trusting him. Can you guess who my favorite character is?
Ragnar. Well, you said Lagertha.
Well,
oh no, your favorite character is Floki.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's the best one.
Yeah, Floki
I love
rules.
Floki. He's my favorite. His arc is awesome.
Oh, I like him. So he's crazy. He's a guy that you hang out with, and you never know what he's gonna fucking do. So you're always on watch with him. Like, oh man, I don't know if I want to drink with this guy. I don't know what he's gonna do.
I'm so excited for you to go through this series and like explain it because like I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, don't. I'm hyped for this fucking show.
Oh man, I just want to keep talking about it. I just want you to watch it all right now.
One more thing I've been into that you guys might not get or think is funny, but it's this YouTube channel called Emo's Not Dead. It is the fun. If you ever listen to like Taking Back Sunday or Hawthorne Heights or any of those bands, you will totally get this. So I will set up one episode of how it basically is. It is a guy and his girlfriend. They're normal looking in a car. They're adult people like my age, and they're very adult looking. So they're driving in a car, and the guy's like, he's really sad looking, like he's having a bad day. He's like, oh, and the woman's like, oh, I really hope you're okay. And
I'm not.
And it cuts and it cuts to his eyes normal, then back to her, then it cuts to him and he's in his emo outfit, and it's like swoop bangs, eyeliner, a black hoodie, and he starts singing "I'm Not Okay" by My Chemical Romance, and that's the whole switch to the video.
I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, and it's all the emo hits that he does it for. He'll do like Taking Back Sunday and
is it like skits or something?
Yeah, it's all they're 2-minute shorts each one, and they're all like, there's one for Ocean Avenue, like his girlfriend's like, I'm glad you came to talk to me, but why here? And she looks up and it's Ocean Avenue, and she's like, God damn it, and then it starts doing Yellow Card Ocean Avenue, and he's singing through the waves. It's funny as fuck, but Yeah, and they'll have some like emo bands on there. Like they had Hawthorne Heights on there. They're really old looking, but
They're a pretty old band.
yeah,
so.
they're it's really fucking funny. If you were into that scene, it's really funny. If you weren't into the scene, you'd probably be like, I don't get why this is funny to people.
No, it's funnier when you feel targeted and you're just like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
It's like when you feel heard, like, oh,
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
but it's all
That
in
was
fun.
me.
It's like it's an homage. It's not making fun of it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I
Yeah.
love everyone's down for it.
Yeah, that's funny. I started watching True Detective.
Ooh,
Which season? That is
That
a
is
legitimate
very,
question.
It's legitimate, and that is actually the whole thing I want to talk about. First season.
But that one you absolutely need to start in the first episode of the season.
100%. I did not know that each season was its own story
Mhm.
with different actors. I was so depressed
Oh,
because season 1 is so good.
It's I don't want to start season 2 because I don't want to compare it to season 1.
You can't not do you. I'm sorry, just end it. Don't even start season 2.
I know, and I'm just like, should I just skip to 3?
That's what I wondered, but I was like, oh God, what if they like are worse progressively? You know, because like
I
they only
heard-
had the money for.
I think 2 is my favorite. I
Oh
love season
no,
2 so much.
I couldn't.
Number
I
1
love
is
it.
the best.
I love season 2.
Like I've heard, number 1 is the absolute best. Number 3 is like second, and then 2 is.
I
third.
disagree. I think 1 is the best.
You just said you like 2 the best.
Objectively, it's the
Objectively.
best one. But my favorite is season 2.
Mm.
And season 3, I think, is the worst. I don't know why everyone loves it so much. I don't think it's that great, but I think 2 is so much better because it's got Colin Farrell. And how can you not love Colin Farrell? And it's got that one guy who they always try and put in big movies, but he sucks and they can't do it. And he sucks and everyone hates him.
Wait, are you talking about Vince Vaughn?
No, he's the hot guy, the cop. He's fuck. I think he was John Carter of Mars.
Oh,
That guy, they always try and put him in a big movie, and he always fails. His name's like
Man,
Joel
what's his
Kinnaman or
name?
something. No, is that what his name is?
Oh
He's
my
got
god,
he's got a weird name.
Yes, he was in like Lone Survivor. He was just in something recently.
Yeah, and they always try and push him like a big actor, but everyone hates him. But he's so good in this, and I love him in this.
Mm.
Was he
he's-
in Penny Dreadful?
No, you're thinking of Josh Hartnett.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of.
No,
But I know who else you're talking about. He was
Yeah.
in Friday Night Lights.
Could have been.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know who you're talking about. I didn't even finish episode 1 of season 2.
Oh, he's the cop. He's the cop who's gay, but he's in a relationship with a woman, and he has to take the Viagra every time they have sex because it's his
Oh,
wife.
that guy. That makes.
It's a different vibe to the season, but I love the writing and the acting.
Okay, here's.
And you're allowed to have that opinion.
See,
One is great though.
I'm
won't
just waiting
dispute
for
that.
like the feeling because I watched it like earlier this year, so I'm waiting for the feeling of like how I still feel about season 1 before I start the next season.
I don't.
They're all their own thing. That's what I'm
Yeah, that's why it's like I'm just waiting for that. I'm waiting for my hype from season 1 and how great it
Mhm.
was to die down.
See, and I guess it is different for me because I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know they were all different. So I was like truly disappointed. Like I felt betrayed that I started season 2 and it's not the same crew, and I'm just like, oh my god. Anyway,
Oh,
but
I
the
was-
chemistry that exists in season 1 between Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey, I don't like. I understand season 2 is its own thing, but I just feel like the writing was really weird in the first episode. Like it felt to me like they were going into like character development in the first episode that shouldn't happen for like 5 or 6 more episodes.
I don't remember it.
Okay. Well, to me, it felt like they just got done finishing up writing season 1, and so they were in like the end of the season mindset, and they just
Mhm.
started writing season 2, and it's like the characters all start up here when they really should start down here, so they have somewhere to go. It just felt weird to
Maybe
me.
because you watched them back to back.
But at the same time, once I recognized it was its own thing, I was waiting for it to be like beginning stuff. But you start seeing, and I guess it's not fair because I don't know what the end of the season is
I was gonna
like.
say maybe there's an even bigger arc.
I just find
Yeah,
it.
there's a
I
huge
found
arc
it.
everyone has.
I just found it really discombobulated, like, and boring. I didn't find it.
That's apparently what everyone else says too.
Yeah, I felt it was discombobulated and just kind
I
of.
apparently have problems because I love it. I love everything about that episode.
Doesn't it
season.
take place in California, right?
No clue.
I'm trying to remember if they said where.
There's
I
woods.
Think so yeah.
Are there woods in California?
There's every kind of
Yeah.
environment in California.
Yeah, I
Are
think
there
it
raptors
was.
in
I think it was
Maybe.
California. I think it was, yeah.
That's
I
an
just don't
environment, not creatures.
Raptors live in tall grass. Oh, there is
no grassland. Oh, no, I guess maybe in the redwoods.
That's the problem with California, didn't you know? Raptors. Huge raptor problem.
That's why everyone's moving.
Not in Southern California. We didn't have them in Southern California. They were up north, apparently.
Yeah, they were north. That's where the northern raptor and the Northern Californian raptor, it's got like...
They climb the redwoods. They hunt from the trees.
They breathe fire. And that's why you get all those forest fires. And that's why everyone's coming to Texas, because there are no raptors, only tigers. We got the Texas tigers. Apparently there's Bigfoot.
It's oddly enough, they look like armadillos. But yeah, so season 1 was in Louisiana, and so I watched it. Lauren was like kind of tuning in, and so she's like, "Oh, I know that place. It's right here. It's right here." And so she recognized a whole bunch of the little places because it takes place outside New Orleans. She grew up in New Orleans, or around New Orleans. But she knew a lot of those places, and like was like, "Oh yeah, this is here."
Interesting.
And so it was pretty funny. Because the writer is from New Orleans. And so that's how it started. He told stories. He wanted to tell stories outside of New Orleans.
I see.
Yeah. Season 1, amazing. Like, that's like one of the best things I've ever seen in my life.
It's like amazing television in general.
Yeah, in general. Like the writing, the acting, chemistry, perfect casting.
Ugh. And I would never in my mind have put those two together. I feel like it's like such a weird combination, but it fits perfectly for the characters. Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
2 heavy hitters in acting.
But like they're just like they've got such different styles. Like it just, but it works so good.
2 great tastes that taste great together.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know.
But yeah, definitely huge. Well, are they different? Like different acting styles? How?
It's just like their vibes. Like Matthew McConaughey has such a swagger about him, and then Woody Harrelson is like.
I feel like they both are chill.
Yeah.
They both have a chill vibe.
They both have a chill vibe, but it's like just different. It's just different. I don't know. I think when I picture Woody Harrelson, I definitely think he has more of a like rambunctious temper. It seems like I don't know him as a person, obviously, but I just feel like whenever I see the characters he plays, there's like an underlying.
Did you watch like
rage.
any of his movies in the 80s?
Probably.
White
not.
Man Can't Jump.
Kingpin.
No.
Yeah.
I think I tore my sack. Oh my god, that movie's amazing.
Yeah. No, he.
I think the two things underlying about both these actors is that they're known for a certain type of acting, but they're both really good actors, and you never really saw that till this. I think with True Detective is how good of acting they actually are, and they're not just like themselves. If that makes sense, you know how actors
they
can
play
get into their
themselves.
characters.
They're not playing their own caricature.
Yeah, they're playing acting, and it really shows that these two are really good actors, and they don't really get a lot of credit for being that, in my opinion.
Interesting.
Especially Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I don't think neither of them are underrated, but I don't think they're. Yeah, like you said, they don't get this amount of credit that they deserve.
Yeah, they're not. No one puts them on the Daniel Day-Lewis or the Michael Fassbender tier, but I feel like they're pretty up there, especially in this series, because I think it was the writing and the directing was on par, and the editing.
Editing was so good.
Yeah, that was it was great.
Yeah. Anyway, long story short, I don't think I'll end up watching season 2. I will at least give season 3, episode 1 a chance. But I
think I'm gonna.
I just don't expect anything.
I think I'm gonna flip a coin on which one to start first.
They're both complete. They're all 3 different.
Well, I want to see
like
season 2 also. I want to see it, but I don't know if I want to get worse or just jump around.
So I feel like the theme of 1 is 2 people coming together. Is that what the basic theme of it is?
Two opposing styles of policing.
Yeah, and the second season is police corruption. That's what it's all about. And season 3 is more mystical because you're going through someone's memories and you never know if they're real or not.
Oh, that's definitely more up my alley.
And I feel like it was the more disappointing of all story-wise. It's the most
wasn't executed well.
Yeah, it was just eye roll. But it was still a good. It was still good, but it was, I think, the third on the tier of number. I think it'd be number 3.
Well, I think what helped with season 1 was the crime. It was voodoo and witchcraft, and so that helped a lot.
The Yellow King, that's what it's based off of.
Yeah.
It helped. What do you mean?
It's a story.
The Yellow King is what it's based
for
off.
season 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It helped with but it's that cult aspect. It added something else too that you don't see in a lot of
2 or 3
true crime stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought that's what got me. Is like it's a different crime that they're going
Yeah.
after. It's not just like a murder or a rape or kidnapping.
Right,
It's like
exactly.
well,
Some weird.
was murder too.
It was all of those things,
but it had
it had
that
an
cult
underlying sinister,
which I
nature.
love.
Yeah.
The cult and paranormal. Which
Yeah.
finished season 1 of Project Blue Book. Did it last night. Finished it last night.
Was it good?
It was a good ending. Like if there wasn't a season 2, I would have been okay with that ending.
Okay.
Like there was one cliffhanger, but it wasn't enough to make me stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of shows, people are like, "Oh, I need a season 2." It's like they left a cliffhanger so they can have another season,
But it's not the
but
end
they're
of the
like,
world.
just in case we get canceled. But so it ends on this like this culminating event that like you've been waiting to see all season. You've been waiting for the main characters to see, and then it kind of like wraps up like, "Oh, what'll happen on our next adventure?" Basically. And then it ends with a cliffhanger of I don't know why I'm trying to not spoil this for you guys. Like I don't know if you're gonna watch it or not. I know Michael's not gonna
Well,
watch
I
it.
might, because I like paranormal stuff too.
Well, it's aliens, not paranormal.
That works.
By
That's still paranormal to
definition,
me.
aliens are paranormal because they're not normal.
Hell.
Paranormal.
Para implies ghosts.
Does it?
Yes.
Implies, but by word is paranormal is abnormal.
I would say abnormal is abnormal and paranormal is ghost, not normal.
It just means not normal.
I think paranormal just implies ghosts.
So
Just like paratroopers are ghosts that jump out of planes.
can confirm they're not. But yeah, like it ends
Lord
on
of
a
the
little
Rings,
tiny.
you know,
No,
It's like
we're
the
not going back to this.
no.
No.
If the U.S. Army could somehow get ghosts to join the fight and paratroopers, they would be the ghosts to jump out of the plane. It's- Okay, I'm done.
I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, the end of the show.
Ghost
Yeah,
paratroopers, right?
Oh, don't. I was saying don't spoil it though, because I might watch it.
it just ends on a cliffhanger. That's like
All right, but it's not.
it's not
horrible.
Is this someone being abducted?
No.
Is this someone being probed?
No.
What else probed?
What else?
No. No.
All right.
It's it's a cliffhanger.
Okay.
But not
A small cliff.
It's something that'll be resolved. It could be resolved like 6 episodes. It's just building up another plot.
Sure,
basically.
gotcha. Ooh, okay. I'm okay with that.
You'll watch that shit, but not True Detective season 2.
I said I would. Just
No,
after,
Abbie. You said you wouldn't
Because
watch
it wasn't boring. It was boring.
That Project Blue Book sounds boring as shit.
I like aliens and
It's a History
paranormal
Channel
stuff.
show.
There might be an alien in season 2. I don't know. I don't remember.
Season 4,
Doubtful.
True Detective, Outer Space.
Yes.
Would watch.
True Detective on Mars. Pluto Nash is recruited.
True Detective is just the rover's name.
What if
And it's
season
spelled like TRU.
cute.
season 4 is the retelling of Neil Armstrong going to space, and when he gets to the moon, he finds there's aliens and they have laser gun fights.
Neil A backwards is alien.
Yes. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Neila.
Neela,
A.
not Neil.
I said Neil A.
for
Oh.
Armstrong.
But you just said Neil. I'm like, what? No, it's Liam.
Neil A.
So Neil
is-
Armstrong backwards is an alien.
Yeah.
I need to write it down. I can't try. I was like seizing over here.
Yes, Neil Armstrong fighting aliens, which I thought that Ryan Gosling movie, The First Man, was going to be about, and that was just boring as shit because there was no aliens.
First man to see aliens.
Yes, that's the new telling. The first man to see aliens.
We need the Boyd cut on everything.
Yes, I know, right? The Michael cut.
Did you
Michael,
hear-
what if? We already have the sub-series.
Did you guys hear? Speaking of Disney, did you hear that Disney cut all ties with Scarlett Johansson
Yeah, I
after
saw
that
that.
lawsuit?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I think she's in her right because I mean that's bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you get a huge actor and save all that money by giving them the back end, and then you don't, have your contractual
Like
obligation
intentionally do something
to do that, to put out that movie, and you screw her out of what you say, like $50 million plus.
Yeah, like 55 or something like that. I
Yeah,
thought.
and then they go on and say, Miss Johansson was already paid $20 million and she just wants more.
Yes, because it's in my contract.
Yeah, and they just bunch of dicks, and they wrote that in there specifically just to show how much money they already paid her.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like her last movie, and that's like her last like big paycheck. So she's getting screwed
From Disney at least.
Yeah,
But yeah,
from
Emma
Disney.
Stone fought a lawsuit too.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah, other people started
Because of
joining
101
in.
Dalmatians, because it was in her contract. I think it was supposed to be a theatrical release, like a certain amount,
Hmm.
but they didn't meet the requirements, and so she's like, "You're getting sued."
I have no interest in that movie, but good for
Neither
her.
do I. But like, if you don't, if you're writing a contract, release it or come up with a way to supplement it.
Yep.
I'll probably definitely watch it because when I was a kid, I was obsessed with dogs. I don't know why.
Well, it's Cruella. It's not. Doesn't have the
Same.
dogs.
Oh.
It's just about her, and I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
care
no,
about
no,
Cruella.
Give me 101 Dalmatians because I watched.
Yeah,
it
I watched that.
like daily.
See
Yeah,
my suit?
I
See my
loved
coat?
it. I
Here's my
loved
puppy.
101
Here's a-
Dalmatians.
No one know that.
What'd
No,
you
I
say?
thought you were referencing your shirt as like a naked
Oh
Dalmatian.
no, I was doing the Mr. Burns song that when he kills all the puppies and makes a jacket out of them.
Didn't watch enough Simpsons.
Oh, yep.
Anyway, so
enough puppy killing talk. I like puppies.
good for them, I think, personally.
Yeah,
Contract's
fuck
a
'em.
contract for a reason. They would
Fuck
get
'em.
in trouble if they didn't uphold their end of the contract.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
if they didn't do like certain amount of theatrical like red carpets.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they tried to get her killed, and they failed because she did her training a Black Widow and saved herself with her ninja moves.
Oh.
I was like, wait, real life or in the movie? Like they did
No.
kill her in the movie.
I am doing
a
a
bit.
bit.
I'm
where
too
The Disney
gullible.
Channel tries to kill Scarlett Johansson, but they can't because she actually is a
Yeah.
Black Widow.
Yes, but Abbie is vulnerable, so whenever I hear that, I'm just like, oh, they tried to kill her.
No.
Okay. Another show I've been watching is actually I watched this a while ago, but I'm reintroducing myself to it because I'm showing someone Made for Love. Have you heard?
Is that a reality show?
No, it's not. It's
Is
Is that
fictional.
like the
Is that the
one
show
where they?
where the guy's a writer and he's on the movie with the
No.
kid that he
Nope.
has to teach?
No.
No. Okay.
Is it anything like Sexy Beasts?
I don't know what that is.
It's where they're wearing animal masks and like date.
Oh,
That's
It's a reality show.
it's like F Boys, right? Fuck Boys. Is that the
F
show
Boy
you're
Island.
watching?
No, that's the
Which
show that was
Fuckboy
on
Island.
your
Oh
thing.
no, it's the first thing that pops up on HBO Max because they're trying
Sure.
push that out.
Sure.
The
Or
first
it's
thing that comes
just-
up on mine is Titans.
to.
Yeah, but the first thing comes up on mine.
it's Fuckboy Island for me. I guess they really want me to watch that show. Maybe I should.
No, Made for Love. It's about a tech mogul who is basically creating
Ooh, I
Like
think I saw a preview for this.
he creates a chip in the brain to have couples' minds sync up so they can like read each other's minds.
It's got that guy and girl in it that you've seen places, but you can't place who they are.
Oh,
It-
him and her.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, and then you learn this in episode 1, so it's not spoiling anything. She basically tries to escape, and it's just her journey.
That sounds sad. I don't know if I want to watch this.
No, it's really good. It's got comedy.
Sounds like
in
some
it.
Black Mirror shit.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like Black Mirror.
like the
That's what
where he
I
has
thought
the
it was.
chip in like the neck or whatever, and you can replay the memory.
It sounds like the Miley Cyrus episode.
Oh, I totally forgot she was in that.
Yeah, that's everyone shit on that episode, but I thought that was one of the best episodes they fucking did. You ever watch it?
I didn't. I've watched a few episodes here
Oh.
and there.
It's okay. It's pretty good. It's not like the greatest show of all time,
Yeah.
like everyone says it is. But
Yeah, I thought
interesting.
like 1 or 2 episodes was interesting, but for the most part, I was like,
I think the later seasons get better because they have more money and they get bigger profile actors and
Mm.
more insane stories.
mm-hmm.
I think the first episode from that one I saw that was the San, whatever the beach one, San Paulo or something.
Man, I don't know. It's been a while.
Where it's the 2 old ladies and they use the more or less VR to go back in time and relive as like
yeah, where they're
you're
young.
younger
Yeah,
and like you can go to certain times and all that. That was like the first. It was like this heartwarming thing that I saw first, and then the next one was like the one about the social media one.
um,
It was like Jesus, like huge difference.
the first one I saw was the troll one,
I don't remember the first one I saw.
Was that
where they get all these people to do this fucked up stuff. Otherwise, they're gonna release information about them.
that was I think that was I saw the end of that one, so that's
Oh.
why I watched the next one. So it's like I didn't know that much about it.
Mm.
It's just like circumventing your expectations. I need to speak slower so I can say words properly.
It's all right. I just can't speak English today, so.
So those are what I've been watching. I do recommend Made for Love. It's got Ray Romano in it, and he plays a really funny character, like a weird, funny character.
Is his name
So please.
Ray?
I don't think so. I think his name is Dad.
Well, that's disappointing.
No, I don't know what his name is, honestly, in this show. Doesn't matter. It's just good. I just highly recommend it. It's only one season right now.
I'll have to watch it after Vikings.
That's going to be a while because
Yeah, I was
those are
about to
like
say.
20 episode seasons.
And those are long.
I'm a committed watcher of things. I will
That's
watch like 4 episodes a night and stay up till like 3 a.m. watching a fucking episode and not function the next day.
Yeah, I'll just have to finish The Sopranos first. I'm on season 3 now.
Oh, wow. That's
I'm on
actually...
season 3.
Titans is good. Telling you.
That's all I got.
Oh, I watched I've been watching for a while, but Dave, Little Dicky show.
Nope, don't know what it is.
Oh, do you know who Little Dicky is?
Nope. Is that
Sounds
the
familiar.
The rapper.
is that the picture where the guy's coming out of his his underwear?
Yep, that's
I avoid that on principle.
he is hilarious. Professional rapper, but he's also like a great writer because he writes all the episodes.
Mhm.
Mm.
And like they're actually like it's the first season's more based on his life, I think, and then it kind of loosely goes off like
Did you tell me to
follows a
watch
path.
this before? Someone told me to watch this before. I don't remember who it was.
But the season 2 finale was this week. But it's super good. And it's like a lot better than I expected from season 1 too. Season 1 also.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Definitely recommend.
jump back on episode and bring up Barry. And the reason I thought the episode was the first one directed and written by him was because I never paid attention to the credits till this episode. And it was the first episode he wrote and directed of season 2.
I see.
And it was season 2, episode 6. It's the one with the karate when he has to take out the karate guy.
Oh, that's such a good episode.
That is the best episode. It wasn't the last episode that I was trying to get you to watch. It was like the 6th episode.
That
That
was
is
a really
its
good
own
episode.
story. It's not like connected. And it's the best episode, in my opinion. Because it has like him fighting a Taekwondo champion.
Actually, Marvel What If you can watch at any episode.
Oh,
That's true.
Anthologies
What if
are
you
the
don't want
only
to?
ones.
That's fine. And I have no qualms with that. There's nothing psychotic about doing that.
I should have started Vikings in season 5. Just kidding.
I'm trying to remember what, like I mean there's a huge arc in Vikings and the protagonists change.
Changing subjects.
Kind of.
Back to pop culture. Did you see there's like all this hype for Brendan Fraser for some reason?
Yeah, like isn't he in Doom Patrol?
He's in Doom Patrol
Like,
and
plays
he's
a robot?
freaking awesome in it. Yeah, he's like the best part. He's still got like that charm that everyone loved about him. Even as a robot, he's still got it.
Well, he's like
He's got
he's
like,
like one of those like underrated actors that just kind of got fucked over early in his career, like from like his ex-wife, and
Yeah.
then like he did like a lot of his own stunts for the Mummy, and so like George of the Jungle and all that, so it messed up his body, and so he
Mhm.
physically couldn't act
Mm.
because of like surgeries and shit like that. So like that kind of took him out, and like he was a great actor,
Mhm.
and so yeah, I
he
saw
looks
that.
different. He's much bigger,
Yeah,
but he's still got it. You would still make out with him if you saw him talking.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Isn't he supposed to be in some big movie?
Scorsese's next movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's like
And Doom
I can't remember what
Patrol,
it's called.
which
Yeah.
comes out next month.
I hope the movie like revitalizes his career.
Yeah, I hope they do another Mummy with him.
I was just about to say
And
that.
Tom Cruise. Him and
Yup.
Tom Cruise in the same
Oh,
fucking movie.
no.
That's what I want in my life. Brendan
Well,
Fraser
I
and Tom
just
Cruise.
wish like the Mummy would have done so much better, like even if it was or without
Uh-huh.
Tom Cruise, just because it was building up like a monster world in
Yes.
Universal.
They had like Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man, fucking Russell Crowe as Thomas
slated
Jekyll
for all
Mega
them,
Hard.
Yeah.
What did I just say? Thomas.
Yeah, I think you made up a name. Thomas Jekyll Hard.
Struckle hard.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde as
Yes.
Yes.
Russell Crowe.
they had great actors being these roles and they just stopped because of one movie.
I just think it would have been cool to like have
Yeah.
a monster universe.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
fucking hyped for that shit.
Mm-hmm. Kind of
But-
like a modern day Van Helsing and
Mhm.
leave Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, and we got screwed over because why? Because everyone just said shit on Tom Cruise that day. That's what it was. That movie wasn't as bad as everyone made it sound to be.
I liked it.
Yeah, I had no problems with it, but everyone's like, that
Grumble.
exact quote.
That exact sound.
Do you remember when the trailer came out? I don't know if you guys saw it, but they released 2 trailers. One of them was on accident.
Oh, really?
They released one, I think it was during South by, where they forgot to add in the sound effects.
Oh.
Oh.
And so when in the trailer, when they're flying through the plane, you hear them actually like, ah, 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 as like background sound effects. But
Like
you're
placeholders?
I think so, but I think it's also the actors acting, and so they're using their like lavs and all that. And so it's like, ah, 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 as they're like hitting around the plane, but there's no other sound.
That's so
I'm pretty sure
funny.
you can find it on YouTube.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's horrible. That's so cringy
Oh,
for
someone
everybody.
got so fired that
Yeah.
day.
Oh yeah, like that
Definitely.
editor's done.
Yeah.
Never again.
Or just blame the assistant editor.
Do you think the call was, hey man, you know this is coming, you're fired, or was it like, you stupid fucking bastard? Which one? Do
I
you
think it
both.
was. I think it was really passive aggressive. They got to work one day and their computer just wasn't there.
No, I
Their
absolutely
parking spot was gone.
Yeah, like
like not even like a race, just like a line through,
Yeah.
but like not a straight line. Like somebody just took spray
Yeah.
paint, so it's like a little squiggle, and like one side is too much paint.
their chair is just like wet for some mysterious reason.
His peripherals are in the trash.
No, he absolutely just got his like shit pushed in.
Yeah.
No, probably what happened is they realized they did it and they turned themselves in and just quit.
Well, also, it had to go through so many people
Yeah, how
to
did
get there.
How did it get? It probably didn't. They're probably just like,
Maybe
throw it
what
in.
happened, whoever's in charge who had it like in their email, maybe they were having like a weird office affair, and so they had their little assistant in there and they were making out, and she like accidentally hit it with her hand when they were on the desk, and it got sent.
Or it was the curse of the mummy because they filmed a mummy and the mummy and they cursed the movie. That's
Maybe
what happened.
they cursed the mummy.
Yep.
That's the most plausible to me.
Or
Oh.
the affair happened. The mummy was having an affair with the guy. The actual mummy.
That just got a really weird picture in my head. Like tissue paper.
I was about to say,
They don't
like-
use tissue paper, but like the cloth
The
being
cloth.
thrown around everywhere. Oh, scared beetles like coming out from under the desk.
That's
Ew.
that. Oh my god.
Anubis
I'm-
just standing
I'm-
in the corner.
I'm going fucking Abbie here. The money shot is a bunch of scarabs shoot out.
Oh.
See, I was gonna say sand
Depends on how old he is.
because he's old. Come on. Well, it
He
depends
is
what
made
mummy.
of sand with the scarabs with sand. It's
It's like Emotep or like who was the?
Tales from the Dark Side is what I'm thinking of for mummy.
I was thinking the mummies,
Oh, well, that's also works.
or it's Jet Li.
Jet Li? Yeah, he was a
he
mummy
was a
for some
mummy.
reason.
Oh,
That's what killed Brendan Fraser's career, that movie.
Jet Li.
Yeah, Jet Li beat him up. He killed him.
Going back onto whose fault it was, they had to deliver a package to the theater
Mm.
to be like, hey, here's the trailer, and it's in a physical form. It's not on, like it's actually on a disc or on a hard drive, and you have to deliver that. So the person who screened it has to watch it too.
Ah.
So I wonder if like they saw it and it's like, oh, this is what they gave us, and like had to find the manager and like, here's what we have, and then like, is he gonna call like who did it? Warner? No, Universal. Like, hey, Universal, you fucked up. Like, somebody at the Alamo is gonna call him and tell him that. Like, no.
It really sounds like it was sabotaged. Like, if anything, now that you bring that out, like someone
Oh
like
yeah, seriously.
got
Like,
pissed off.
because
and
it's got to go
sabotaged it.
through. I mean, one, the editor has to see it, and then his producer or post production supervisor or producer,
Mhm.
somebody who does the deliverables, and then the screener has to do it. Like, so just like, even just alone through the post production house, like they should have seen it like 3 or 4
Mhm.
times.
Yeah, I think someone pissed off somebody.
Or maybe it was like they just really trusted whoever was in charge to do the editing, and they were like, oh, like they were
Mhm.
already so busy with other stuff. They were like, we can definitely trust so and so.
Yeah.
And then something happened, and oh. But that wouldn't make sense how the people who had it delivered would have
Yeah, the screeners, like they saw
Yeah,
it
the screeners.
at one point too.
Yeah, I think it was Sabotage.
I think it was an inside job.
Inside job. Duh. Fuck, I can't think of a reference to throw on here. Something with Tom Cruise. Mission Impossible. But it wasn't Tom Cruise. It was people who hate Tom Cruise. Their mission was to sabotage Tom Cruise by getting the disc, switching the disc out with the effects and no effects. And it was like, what is the theme song? Someone hum it.
Or
And then I disappeared. Down, barrel, barrel, barrel.
The Limp Bizkit.
That's the Metallica one.
Oh,
Limp
no,
Bizkit is doom, doom,
Hey,
doom, doom.
hey, hey.
That's still Metallica.
No, I'm saying the Metallica one.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Limp Bizkit one is doom 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 doom
Doom,
doom
doom,
doom
doom,
doom
doom,
doom
doom,
doom
doom,
doom doom.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
He did it for the nookie.
yeah. Have you? Did you see the pitch? Yeah, I sent it to you. The Fred Durst
Fred
with
Durst.
hair.
Yeah, he looks like somebody who like what did I say? Like a train cover band. He looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
the lead singer of a train cover band.
Train. Sweet Virginia. Is that the song that by them? Train. Virginia.
I don't know.
She don't better do meet Virginia.
I've probably heard train twice in my life.
oh yeah.
And they have
yeah.
that hip dip 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 dip. Nope, that's not how it goes. It's a song where they do it on a ukulele.
So they just scat.
Hip bip, bip bip boo. My brain is like not working right now.
They have that.
I'm making shit up.
I've heard like 2 train songs.
Meet Virginia.
Is that the one? She talks like some man.
Yes.
That's-
yeah.
That's Train.
Yeah, Meet Virginia. The chorus or whatever is like Meet Virginia, right?
I
Don't think so.
I think you're right. No, I think you're right. I think it's
I had to do an analysis on this in an English class in high school.
Train.
Yeah,
it was his
on that
favorite
song
band.
specifically.
Why?
No, the teacher's like, you read. It was like a whole thing about like subtext or something like that.
And you
what does
love
this
Train
song
so
mean?
much that you had to pick.
To the
That my teacher gave it to us to the entire class.
That's so weird.
Meet Virginia.
I think it is.
The
Meet
more you sing it, the
Virginia.
more it's not going to be the actual verse.
Meet Virginia.
I'm trying to think of like how the actual chorus goes.
Hey, hey, hey. And I go now.
That'd be much better than what it actually is.
Now, now. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. It's turned into karaoke hour.
So we've had Lord of the Rings talk. Now it's karaoke hour for Michael only.
Exclusively
only.
from Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible karaoke hour. I don't think. Do they really? The modern ones don't really have like the theme songs like they did.
No, they have like fucking Hans fucking Zimmer bullshit.
Don't hate on Hans Zimmer.
He's the most
Shit.
boring music ever. It's there. That's it. Everyone loves him because it doesn't interfere with anything. It's just there. Hum one Hans Zimmer
Do
song.
you know? I should know this because I did me and my friends did an improv spoof.
It's from 2 movies.
What
Oh
movie?
yeah, that's
Can you name them?
yeah. That
Nope.
was
Pirates of the Caribbean and Gladiator.
You said, can you guess them? Just kidding. I'm gonna do it for you.
Well, one person answered, so therefore
Are you sure it didn't go doom 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 doom?
No, like-
Hans Zimmer's actually Fred Durst. Like in a fat suit.
Yes.
It's just the symphony. Meet Virginia.
I'd much rather have Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
He has much better music, in my opinion.
John Williams.
That's the Dark Knight thing.
Batman is better than a Dark Knight. Dun, dun, dun. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Bum, 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 bum. So much better. That's what made the Batman
Oh,
animated
now I know which one you're
cartoon.
doing.
Is
Yeah.
the Batman. That's the Batman
Yeah.
theme, not that Hans Zimmer bullshit. Get the fuck
I
out
never
of
said
here
it
with
was a
that.
theme song. It is, but okay. But from a compositional standpoint,
It's boring.
making no, making instrumental music that doesn't interfere but is still moving, like not moving emotionally but or emotionally, but just like moving like with what's happening in the symphony. I think that's actually a skill.
It is. It doesn't mean it's not boring and non-rememberable at all.
I don't know if I was
Well,
gonna
see,
say
I think the soundtrack should absolutely bring the emotion in it.
I do think it brings the emotion in. 100. I don't think it's boring, but I can understand why maybe it's not as like iconic.
Well, just like one of my short films, everyone was like, "Oh man, this sounds like Blade Runner." The music I composed for it, And I went and listened to the soundtrack for Blade Runner, and I'm like, I don't hear it. This is boring as shit. And I saw who it was, and it was fucking Hans Zimmer. And I was like, this sucks. Don't ever compare me to Hans Zimmer, please.
Zymer.
Hans Zimmer.
Piggy.
Piggy. Piggy Jones. Carter.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Scores can definitely be boring, like when they're like one notes or like setting a mood.
It's just there.
Ambient.
Yeah.
Ambient.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what Hans Zimmer
Rather
really
than,
is.
like, well, he's in Gladiator.
Does he do Gladiator?
Mhm.
I can't think of Gladiator's theme at all.
It's Pirates of the Caribbean. They reused it for Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's hilarious, but I don't remember that one either.
But then you could listen to like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. That has a really good score that is all about like bringing out the emotion of the scene.
Yeah, I know his
That's
name. I
kinda
can't pronounce
boring.
it. It's like Ennio
Yeah.
Morricone.
Yeah. And then mhm. But it brings out the emotion and all of that. Then there's like Band of Brothers, The Pacific, Last Mohicans too. It's all about bringing out you could have an ambient, or it's not an ambient, but it's still like minimal notes, I guess.
Think of the Predator theme. You know that. It's
Don't remember
second.
it.
It's the drums. It's like
Oh, that's right,
you know that instantly. But there's a Hans Zimmer song. You don't fucking know what that movie is. It's like, oh, that's Hans Zimmer.
I guess
But
except
I
for
don't
Pirates of the
so
know who
Caribbean.
that is.
Are you arguing for good music versus
I'm arguing good, memorable music.
score?
So like,
And I
iconic
think
music.
that it should do both. You should be able to
Yes.
remember it, and you should make you memorable for the movie in that scene of where it's at.
Yeah,
I
like
feel
you
like that's where it's
Like
super
John
important.
Williams in Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's memorable music. It's
yeah.
memorable composer, and actually brings out some of them.
Right, and I
bring out
can't
the
think
emotion.
of a single Hans Zimmer movie that I relate music to.
So you're telling
movie
me
or
the
scene.
Pirates of the Caribbean theme song is not memorable to you?
I don't know it. I've also haven't seen
That's
Pirates of the
dun, dun, dun,
Caribbean
dun, dun.
in like 20 years. So
I can't play this game because my memory is so bad right now, just because of all the world stress I've got. But I feel like there is 100% Hans Zimmer music that's not Pirates of the Caribbean. I didn't know he did that. That is memorable. I just can't think of it right now.
yeah, exactly.
But
I
not
just
because
brought up
it's not
That's his
memorable.
point.
Yeah,
No,
that's my
but
whole
what I'm
point.
trying to say is I can't really compete in this because my memory is bad right now.
Oh, you just
period.
can't remember it.
Right.
It's fine,
I
but
can't remember
You knew
much.
the Batman song I was doing. Batman
Only-
song I was doing.
It's just like the two butt cheeks and a little wings.
It's
the
yellow and it's
wing
got
on
the
each
Batman
side.
symbol on the crotch or the butt, whatever.
There's a
That's really funny.
spotlight that comes out of the butt that goes up into the sky.
They basically did that in the Joel Schumacher Batmans. There's all the ass shots they spin, and it's like pretty much a bat thong.
Oh,
But I sound like I'm trying to say song when I say thong now.
So what other songs would you say are like the Predator theme song?
Like in general,
Yeah, because
RoboCop has a great one. But the
do
weird,
they bring out the emotion of the
oh
scene though?
fuck yes,
Does it-
RoboCop.
Well, I just don't remember. Is
Oh.
it just cool guy music, or does it actually?
It adds.
bring out
It totally
emotion.
adds and makes you go like, "Fuck yeah, RoboCop!"
Okay, yeah, I mean that is
and
an
it's
emotion.
memorable.
So.
It's the weird thing about it though. The theme isn't at the beginning of the song. It's in the middle of the song, and it's middle of the soundtrack. And so if you listen to the RoboCop soundtrack, you don't hear this theme till like halfway through, and it's like the theme for RoboCop. And that's one.
So can you make a non-80s reference?
Yes, I really like the score for Mandy, which probably no
I
one's
haven't seen that.
It's all synth, and it's just like ambient, but it really adds to the stuff. And Psycho Gorman has a great fucking score too. It's all
I don't
synth
remember it
wave.
enough.
It's orchestral synth wave, and like the whenever they're going through the flashback scenes with Psycho Gorman, and it's like that rad 80s
I don't
music.
remember the music enough.
Oh, it struck a nerve with me. I actually had the vinyl coming next week. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
be sure to
God.
put it up.
Just make sure
Up
it can
there,
be displayed
so we
like
can
right on the
display-
shelf.
Just have it covering our logo.
No, I'm gonna have it to where you can see it behind you. So whenever you see
Like have
yourself,
it looking
this
at
is
it.
You-
Psycho Gorman.
That's a certain type of evil. There's a place
That's a
in
Psycho
hell for
Gorman
that.
kind of evil.
There's another like 80s guy, Jerry Goldsmith. He did a fuckload of movie. The guy.
What about the
Silvera-
Jurassic Park score?
That's Sean Williams.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's memorable.
yeah. So you consider like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
where it's
that's
like, it
memorable.
brings-
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Iconic.
Yeah, iconic and memorable.
But I
But it doesn't need to be iconic. It just needs to.
You could
You gotta
pinpoint the
think of the
scene
song and you know exactly what scene it's from in the film.
Okay, so
That's my
okay, so
criteria
I
for the
guess,
film.
and that the reason why I feel like Hans Zimmer does achieve that for me is because I might not be able to remember right this very second, but if someone played the score for like Dark Knight Rises, I would probably remember where most things go.
Does Dark Knight have that song that goes? Nope, that's X-Men.
Nope. Yeah, I was like, that's the X-Men theme from the 90s. That's the animated one.
Oh, that song fucking rules. That's like one of the greatest theme songs ever. And Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, Power Rangers. And Pokemon. That's a fucking amazing theme song right there.
Yeah.
It really
I will
is.
be the very
Those
best,
guitars.
like no one ever was.
That movie,
Yeah.
the first movie still holds up. It
Oh,
still
yeah.
makes me cry.
That movie rules.
And Pikachu's like trying to fight the other Pikachu.
Uh-huh.
They're slapping each other.
The modern Pokemon movie was very strange because I think it was because the Pokemon were alive in real life.
Yeah,
It didn't work for me. I want animated Pokemons.
same.
Have you never
Oh,
seen the
you mean
Pokemon movie?
Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. It's just,
Yeah.
it wasn't Pokemon.
Yeah, it was weird.
It
as
was,
shit.
it was too real.
And they didn't have the theme
And
song. How are you not going to have the theme song in there? Ninja Turtles, good theme song too. Teenage Mutant
Yeah, that's
Ninja
right.
Turtles. I actually had the
Turtles on a
vinyl for that.
half-shell.
But I was talking about Jerry Goldsmith. That's right.
Yeah.
Gremlins, great another theme song like.
I haven't seen these movies enough.
Oh, Gremlins! That's whenever
I've
the
seen
Gremlins
it,
on the
but
screen.
I need to see the movie.
There
again,
is a-
recognize it.
Famous composer who did all the Marvel, like the new ones. Yeah. Silvera. What is his name? Oh my god. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. I keep wanting to say Anderson Silva, who is the MMA fighter. But his name is like Silvera or something. But he did so many iconic songs in the 80s and 90s. And the only thing he's getting like credit for is the
Is
goddamn Marvel fucking Avengers song, which sucks. Actually, Marvel movie's the best one. The best score is Thor Ragnarok because the guy from Devo did it, and that's why the music in that movie is so fucking
I mean, it
rad.
has actual tracks and not just
Yeah.
score.
Yeah, and it's a score and no, it's a score.
Well, it's a soundtrack.
It's just-
It's got
yeah,
both.
it's very listenable. Like there's a song "What Heroes Do" that is awesome.
It also is an Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
you can't go wrong with that.
Dude, have you ever heard that guy sing? The singer of Led Zeppelin?
Like live?
Yeah. Like I watched their video of their concert, the last concert they did in like 2010. Holy fucking shit. It was like perfect pitch, on key, sounded exactly the same, even though he's 90. It was
think it was
it
real?
blew my fucking mind. It was real.
You
It was
think he
definitely
really
real.
singing that?
Huh?
You think he was singing that? It wasn't like backtracks or anything like
Yeah, it was 100% him singing because it was only the four of them on stage. Led Zeppelin. You don't think he was singing?
I'm skeptical.
I think there was.
I mean, there are a lot of like.
Oh, you could tell. Like there was parts where his register was lower than normal. It was definitely real,
I see.
but it definitely wasn't backing tracks because I don't think anyone really did that in the mid 2000s. That's more of a modern thing, in my opinion, from what I've seen. Like the best live singer I've ever seen was Morrissey, and it was fucking insane. Because I've seen most older bands, and Morrissey was just like, holy fucking shit, this guy can still sing.
You know the Rolling Stones are about to go on a tour?
Yeah, why? They're fucking corpses. They're decrepit
Yeah.
mummies going on stage. No one wants
Tom
to see
Cruise
that.
needs to go resurrect them.
Yes.
For every cigarette you smoke.
Yeah. Like,
Fucking
why?
what's nuts gains another year
It was like $2,000 for like a ticket. Some people were showing.
God, no.
to just watch corpses play.
Yeah,
which,
like,
I mean, if it's an actual corpse, y'all pay $2,000
Yeah.
to see that. But
but they're so like, why? There's no way they're not using backing. There's no way they're not using backing tracks. Though a lot of singers definitely do. You're right. But in this instance with Led Zeppelin, he definitely was not.
And I'm not saying 100% lip syncing, but just like, was it padding his voice?
Nope. It was him. Because you could, that's their whole vibe with Led Zeppelin. You could tell because they didn't have any backing instruments. It was just the three original members and the drummer's son. There's no backing because most bands will have a backing band behind them to fill in all the parts, but it was just them. and it's like that's like their motto, and it was like really amazing because he still tours. He does like bluegrass.
Yeah,
type
doesn't he
stuff.
play by himself?
Yeah, I can't remember his fucking name.
I guess he's just.
all I'm
I
thinking
guess
Jimmy
he's just
Page,
highly
Robert Plant.
skilled.
Yeah, it was just amazing. Like it blew my fucking mind. Like legitimately, I was like, holy fucking shit! I thought this was gonna be like cringy as fuck, but it wasn't. It was
What?
it was amazing.
That's why they're one of the greatest rock bands of all time.
Yeah, I saw it.
if
'Cause
not the greatest.
if you've ever never seen Jimmy Page play guitar, it's just blows your mind. Even
Also, huge Lord of the Rings nerds.
Yep. 1 million. They literally have like
they have
Mordor,
songs where they
yeah.
specifically say Mordor, and
yeah.
Gollum
In Gollum, yeah.
and Minas Tirith.
Yes.
Like they call Mines of Moria. Like they call out actual things and from Lord of the Rings, like by name.
Oh, speaking of Mines of Moria, there was a moment in Marvel What If whenever the train falls into the snowy mountain, and it's like, and I was like, I guess I gotta take the Mines of Moria.
You fucking dork. I saw Blondie, and they would definitely use backing tracks. I don't even think that was Blondie that I saw. It didn't look like her. It would look like a soccer mom.
It was a double.
I don't think it was a double. I think they just got a, hey, you want to lip sync the Blondie? Yeah, going up there. Because she was wearing like soccer mom clothes and a hat, and not even cool like Ray-Ban glasses. It was like fucking
Uncool
sports,
Ray-Ban
like
glasses.
Oakleys. Blondie, Debbie Harry would not be seen wearing Oakleys. She is definitely a Ray-Bans, cool, hip type of person, and this person was not
Well.
cool or hip. And they were using backing tracks the whole song, the whole fucking time they were singing, and it was the worst $5 concert I ever paid. But Devo played afterwards, and that was the best concert I've ever
That
seen
is
in my fucking life.
absolutely worth $5.
Devo, have you ever seen anything about Devo? I only know
Well,
Whip
I've
It.
seen that. Yeah.
And
Mr.
every other
Roboto.
song was fucking amazing. They had this whole show, and they were doing all choreographed dancing, and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm happy I paid that $5 and played it.
Where'd you pay the $5 at?
It was in Tampa. It was just like some random concert. Like we thought it was like gonna happen in the day, so we got there early, and they didn't play till night. So we were fucking there for like 6 hours watching all these garbage bands play.
To include Blondie.
Yeah,
Well, Blondie.
Blondie. Yeah, like I said, I don't think that was Blondie.
Allegedly.
And I can't find any pictures from the show. Like I've been looking for them. Like
Is
I
this
know that
another
wasn't her.
conspiracy theory?
It is
Yes.
Blonde Debbie Harry is dead, and there's a new woman up there doing tours for her.
Do you guys have a favorite conspiracy theory? I do.
What is it?
That Kermit caused 9/11.
What?
So, in A Muppet's Christmas Carol, I think one of the ghosts show Kermit what life would be like without Kermit, like if he was never born. The problem was this movie came out after 9/11,
Mhm.
and in the footage that they used for him, the Twin Towers are in the B-roll,
Mhm.
and you see them. So that means if Kermit
didn't
wasn't born,
exist.
the Twin Towers would still be up. So therefore, Kermit the Frog caused 9/11.
Oh shit.
That's
So,
my favorite conspiracy theory.
Where
I
was
love it.
was Saruman in one of the towers? The two towers.
He was one of the towers.
I said Saruman. Or was Sauron?
We're
is
doing it
tower.
again,
Both.
I don't have a favorite conspiracy theory that I can think of, but today I was reading about Stonehenge because apparently they'd like, I don't know how old the science is, but they discovered that they like drilled some holes at one point in time, and they were able to study what's actually in the stones, and it's like 98% quartz crystal, which is why it's so strong and has withstood all of the elements and whatnot and time. But then I started reading more about it, and I guess some of Stonehenge is the quartz, some of it is like bluestone or whatever it's called, which is actually geographically from like Wales. And there's like a 500-year period discrepancy between the two locations. And so, long story short, at that time, to pull 2-ton stones from Wales to wherever it was, Wiltshire in England, like, I just don't really think Ox did that. Like, they suspect that like there was a loading dock and Ox probably pulled these. But like then I started looking at the science of like how much can an ox actually pull? Like a really
How much ox power was that?
Yeah, like a really trained pair of ox can pull about like 12,000 pounds. But like to get it really trained seems unlikely at that period of time. And to pull some of the largest stones, which are like 30 tons, you would have needed like 60 ox. I just don't believe, and that's not even considering how to get it like upright and then stacking on itself. long story short, I don't really think that they used ox and tree branches and logs to make
They used
it.
aliens.
I think they used
They
aliens.
used aliens.
I do.
I actually don't know anything about Stonehenge. It's like the one thing I've never looked into.
I learned a lot about it today because it was one of my news stories on my phone, and I was like, something doesn't add up here. So
I think my favorite conspiracy is all the new things about Bigfoot.
New
Like,
things.
New things. Oh, my friends. I spend 8 hours a day listening to Bigfoot conspiracies.
why?
I call them conspiracies because they're bullshit stories that people calling about. But anyway, Bigfoot, Sasquatch is all. Hold on, let me collect my thoughts here. So there's Bigfoot, and then there's Dogman, who is technically a Bigfoot. Dogman is a werewolf who is a Bigfoot somehow. Bigfoot is an interdimensional being that shoots sound waves at people, has predator cloaking device. That's where the creators of Predator got inspired from. Was that cloaking
Tracks.
device was from the Bigfoot, and what else is there? Yeah, he can jump through time. They there's so much bullshit.
This
Sorry,
is all
hold on.
fact, right?
This is all fact, pure fact from the Sasquatch Chronicles podcast I listened to.
There's actually going back to watch on Netflix or Hulu. There's a 3-part documentary.
Yep, I saw it. Sasquatch.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's turns out to be something completely different, like a true crime thing.
Yeah, it's a true crime.
I thought it was all about Sasquatch too, but it was actually super good.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm
Like,
so glad they got rid of the Bigfoot-esque matterness of it.
yeah, but it took a huge turn.
Took a big turn.
But it super interesting. Highly
Mhm.
recommend. It's
What's it called?
Sasquatch.
Oh.
And it's not about finding
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch or anything. It's just,
No, it's not about the paranormal part, but it's the story that they did for it is super compelling and really, really well portrayed and all that. And the reporter is a huge,
yeah,
not
he's
huge,
like
but he's done a lot of embedding and undercover.
yeah, he was like a neo-Nazi at
He was
one point
neo-Nazi,
and all this
he's
stuff.
done Klan stuff. And it shows pictures of him when he was doing it and all that. It's super interesting documentary. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was apparently he was molested and then he met his molester or something. Or he killed him.
Yes.
Something. There was something meaning like that. Back to Bigfoot real quick.
Mhm.
I remembered that he is also a Nephilim, which is a being that was
What is that half
angel.
angel, half
Fallen
human or
angels came
something?
down and had sex with humans, and now Bigfoot exists because of that.
I believe it.
Yep, totally,
Hmm.
1,000,000%. Because you can't believe in evolution if you believe in God.
See, what's
so that
weird?
makes
Well, okay, but here's what's strange about if someone believes in Nephilim as biblical creatures,
Mhm.
then that would mean they believe in something from the Bible. But the whole point of the flood with Noah's Ark, it was partly to destroy the Nephilim.
Oh,
And so if someone believes truly in Nephilim, then that would mean they're denying the flood. If they believe that the Nephilim still exist today.
hmm The only Jesus stuff I know is coming off this podcast that I listened to about Sasquatch.
Oh God, that's so sad because that's probably all cult shit you're listening to.
Oh, it's 1,000,000%.
Oh, that's so
This-
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it because they're so crazy.
Yeah.
They're all drunk and they all have the same exact voice and accent. They all live in the hills. They all shop at Walmart. They're all part of the Q cult.
Oh,
They're all
man.
crazy,
Oh,
and
no.
I love every second of this.
Oh wow. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So people are weird.
That's how they all talk.
People are weird. I'm just waiting for them Nephilim to come back and get me.
They're all like, I got my gun and I was gonna shoot it, but I didn't. And they're like, if you ever cross my lawn, I'm gonna shoot you. It's like, well, you didn't shoot the Bigfoot, so why are you gonna shoot me? Because they're fucking psycho. They're crazy. Yeah, Bigfoot doesn't exist. Sorry.
I absolutely don't think he does.
No, there's no.
I don't care one way or the other.
Like I always say,
I'd like him to, but he
how
doesn't.
many people have seen a black squirrel? Have any of you seen a black squirrel?
Yeah.
How
Did
many
you see
times?
one the other day?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah, I've seen one once.
I know everyone I talk to that doesn't live here say they've never seen one, but I saw one and I got a picture of it.
Yeah.
And think about how
A
many
good
people,
picture.
a good picture, many pictures of the squirrel, but no one's got a picture of Bigfoot.
Well, if Bigfoot has infrared vision, he can see when you're coming and get out of the way.
He can also psychically get you to do stuff too.
There you
Apparently,
go.
Dogman is the other one. It's a werewolf.
I have seen a deer peeing.
I've seen.
Have you ever seen that? That's a rare sighting.
I saw
Have
a
you
deer
ever seen that?
pooping.
Oh, okay, that's more rare, I think.
I've never seen a squirrel pooping
Actually,
though.
there's a bunch of deers up here.
Yeah.
in this area.
Yeah,
They're, like,
when I
all
go
over the
running,
place.
I always see them.
Yeah.
And I get pictures of them, and they come really close to you. One time, one was following me, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm out of here. It was following me
It's
for like
like,
a
you
while.
caught me pooping.
Yeah, it was like, no, it was stalking me. It was like slowly, every time I'd look around and be there. And it was for a while. And it's always sad because there'll be like a baby deer behind a fence and then a mama deer on the other side, and it looks like it's stuck. And it's really sad.
That is very sad.
Was it pooping?
No. I don't know.
They
didn't look like
squat.
it.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Like female dogs, how they squat.
And it's little pebbles. That's what they poop out.
Oh, I've never seen that.
I see it on the ground when I run. Unless it's someone pooping out there. I don't know.
Little pebbles, like somebody had a bad
Also,
night.
anybody who doesn't pick up after their dog is going to hell.
Yeah.
Or if you don't pick up after your deer.
Or your deer. Your dog or deer. It's like on the sidewalk, too. Like, who poops on the sidewalk and then doesn't pick it up?
Deer.
I always pick up my poop when I poop on the sidewalk.
We're getting to that point of the
We're
podcast,
getting into
huh?
that point of the
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh.
Anyway.
I wonder what Bigfoot's poop looks like. Oh, it doesn't exist because he's fake.
He doesn't poop.
Well, you wouldn't know because he mind wills you to clean it up and dispose of it properly.
And it makes you forget about it.
He poops the ship planet in another dimension.
Oh yeah.
That's where he transfers
That's the
Just-
new.
Him and cats.
him and cats. They share
Sasquatch
ship
is like
planet.
the leader of the cats. Or is a cat.
Oh, he could be.
Ooh.
Interdimensional.
And his way he hides his identity is by making think it's Dog Man
In Bigfoot.
and Bigfoot.
Dog
Can-
man.
Confirmed here. You heard it here.
You
Bigfoot
heard it
is a
first,
cat.
folks.
Bigfoot is a cat.
Dog man is a cat. Even though he's called Dog man.
Well, that's the whole point. Kind of like how
I'm thinking of an oxymoron right now, but
Like,
I can't think right
What
now.
would you do if you were hanging out with someone you just met and they're like, yeah, I saw a werewolf? Would you be like, get the fuck out of here?
Nope, I'd say go on.
yeah, I would be so
Go on.
curious.
I would be like, you're fucking insane. I'll hear this out, but I don't think I'm going to talk to you again.
Okay. You might not want to hear some of my stories.
So you've seen a werewolf?
No.
We
Oh.
need to do a paranormal episode.
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Of
We are.
Para popcorn talk.
In October, it's coming. Halloween episode special. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Halloween special.
You're pulling a
coming.
me.
And we're going to talk about ghosts, goblins, werewolves,
We could get real weird.
and
I've got
and
stories.
and a killer from a certain location
Yes.
that's a bird in a body of water. No, knows what I'm talking
No,
about.
I know
we
exactly it,
know
but I
what you're
can't
talking about.
say
We're
it.
just trying to not humor you.
Or I'm trying not to say it. Anyway.
Fair enough.
We need to stop this
Yeah, we need to
before
stop
we go on
this
any
now.
more paranormal poop tangents.
So
Do
anyway,
ghosts poop.
thank you for watching this episode of fucking what
Poop corn
episode
talk.
is this? Yeah.
Poop corn talk.
I got nothing. I'm mad I didn't think of that first. Thank you for watching this episode of Popcorn Talk. We are TV Party Time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all of that, and follow us on socials at TV Party Time or TV Party Time Pod.
And if you don't, we're going to send Dogman, Bigfoot, and a fucking ghost after you.
All pooping.
All poop. They're going to throw poop at you. They're going to poop on you
Going to poop
and
in
not
you.
pick it up.
And mind will you to pick it up.